Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It's me. I am bringing you your inspirational vitamin for today, and I'm actually taking a little break from Romans. Still reading through it, but I wanted to focus on something a little bit different today. Now, I know weeks ago, months ago, I did one of my inspirational vitamins on a spiritual discipline, on one of them that I have last year or so put into practice and love doing. But I wanted to talk about another one because I think I'm learning more and more about spiritual practices and spiritual disciplines and how it is so much more than just reading the Bible and praying every day, which are important, but that's not all that a spiritual life is or can be. And so I was reading through this Bible study series, this Devo series, all about 20 different spiritual disciplines. And some I already do, some I don't do. And I think two that I have come across on are unusual to me. They're sort of unheard of. And so one of them is lament and one of them is celebration. And I'm not going to talk about celebration today, even though celebration is something that God created us to do. But I want to talk about lamenting because I think it's I don't know, to me, I've always been well, that's just complaining sometimes. What's the point of just complaining to God? I should be praying to have a better heart or a more cheerful mind or whatever it may be. But I wanted to read Psalm 62, verses 5 through 8. It says, "Yes, my soul, find rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Trust in him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts to him, for God is our refuge." And I just wanted to say, too, I think it can be hard to bring the good and the bad to God, and it's hard to lament things, especially when we feel what's the point of even lamenting about this small thing? But I think we're all in a place right now of just there's just been so much going on for so long, so many different events that will just be written down in history are happening all around us. At every moment in the past several months, in the past year, and it's been hard and exhausting, and I think it's burnt a lot of us out, and there's a lot of loss, I think, whether it's people or jobs or small things like time with friends that you would normally get. I think there's a lot that we're lamenting, and the point is, in verse 8, it says, we need to trust in God at all times. Part of trusting in God at all times includes pouring out our hearts to him because God is our refuge. And I like this whole psalm. It's really good. You should read the whole thing. But it just talks a lot about finding rest in God, also another spiritual practice, very good one. It says that truly God is my rock and my salvation, my fortress. My salvation and my honor depend on him. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. They say the word refuge 3 times in this section. And I just feel that it's hard to get to that place of God is my rock, my refuge, my salvation, my fortress, without being able to lament and pour out your hearts to God. So wherever you are right now, anything that's stored up in there that needs to be lamented, I'll just encourage you guys to do it. There's a lot of healing that comes with that. So that is my newfound spiritual practice that I'm enjoying right now. But I hope that encourages you. Thanks, guys.